أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الذين آمنوا والذين هادوا والنصارى والصابين من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر وعمل صالحا فلهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون.
I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. From the Quran, chapter number 2, verse number 62. Truly those who believe, and those who are Jews, and the Christians and the Sabians, whosoever believes in God and the last day and do righteous deeds shall have their reward with their Lord. No fear shall come upon them, nor shall they grieve. From the Jewish scriptures, Psalms chapter number 145, verse number 9. The Lord is good to all. He has compassion on all He has made. From the Christian scriptures, Romans chapter number 10, verse number 11 to 13. For the scripture says, whoever believes in Him will not be put to shame, for there is no distinction between Jew and Greek, for the same Lord is Lord for all, abounding in riches for all who call on Him. For everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. From the Hindu scriptures, Gita, chapter number 4, verse number 11. O Partha, whosoever worships me through whatsoever path, I verily accept and bless them in that way. Men everywhere follow my path.
Good evening, Namaste, Shalom, Assalamu alaikum. On behalf of our Patron-in-Chief, Khwaja Shamsuddin Azimi and the Azimia Foundation, welcome to Adam Day. Hazrat Khwaja Shamsuddin Azimi intended for Adam Day to be celebrated throughout the world, for it to serve as a reminder that when we strip away our various traditions, cultural and religious practice, social and occupational status, that we are all the same. We all want the same thing, to live a happy and peaceful life.
Our most basic needs are that we need food, clothing and restful sleep. We need shelter, and we want to have a family that can live in a safe and peaceful community, free from violence and inequality. Unfortunately, at present, this is not the case, as demonstrated by the news. Daily reports of war, oppression, violence and inequality make the headlines. Just as COVID-19 spread across the world, causing illness, disability and death, man's animosity towards fellow man has swept across communities and countries, breeding fear, conflict and death. Hazrat Khwaja Shamsuddin Azimi and the Azimia Foundation want to help mankind realize there is another way, a better way, in which we can fulfill our needs and live peacefully. And so the concept of Adam Day was created. All major religions believe and agree that the first creation placed on earth was a man called Adam, who with his wife Eve lived on earth and had a family. This family has grown and spread across the world. If we remember our heritage, then all men are brothers and all women are sisters, as we are the descendants of Adam and Eve. We are their children. We should live together as a happy family. Hazrat Khwaja Shamsuddin Azimi's point is nicely demonstrated by the following Buddhist quote. A family is a place where minds come in contact with one another. If these minds love one another, then the home will be as beautiful as a flower garden. But if these minds are out of harmony with one another, it is like a storm wreaking havoc. We can live in harmony if we behave like family and desire for our brothers and sisters what we would want for ourselves. By doing this, we would change the world narrative from that of violence, inequality, and animosity to one of peace, tolerance, and acceptance. The single biggest step that we can take to achieve this is to restrain our anger and practice forgiveness. Anger is problematic as it takes away a person's ability to reason in that moment, reducing him to aggression and violence. Anger breeds further negativity as the person or group at whom the anger is directed will either become fearful, feel hatred, or retaliate with violence. This is why it is better to control one's anger and to be forgiving. Each major religion exhorts us to refrain from anger. Bible Proverbs 14:29. Whoever is slow to anger has great understanding, but he who is quick to anger displays great folly. Buddhism. You will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger. Talmud. Anger in the home is like rottenness in fruit. Hinduism. The man consumed by anger does not easily acquire generosity, dignity, courage, skill, or other attributes possessed by men of character. Sikhism. All the wicked are ruined by their anger. Anger steals the wealth of the self within. Islam. Those who spend in Allah's cause, in prosperity and adversity, who repress anger and who pardon men, verily Allah loves the doers of good. It is clear that God loves those who control their anger. We should start by practicing this. Hazrat Khwaja Shamsuddin Azimi invites you to participate in a social experiment. Actively get to know 4 or 5 neighbours on your street. Find things you have in common. Help one another when you are in need. If we all do this, then we will have created a peaceful neighbourhood, community and society. We can bring about the change that we want to see. We are the solution. If we remember that we are brothers and sisters to one another, that we belong to one family, the family of Adam. It is for this reason that the Azimia Foundation is proud to welcome you to the Adam Day celebration. We are honoured to host the messages of peace from many different countries and faiths. These messages should inspire us to make a positive change and to realise that there is more that unites us than divides us.
Justin Trudeau was elected as Canada's 23rd Prime Minister on October 19, 2015. He is the eldest child of the former Prime Minister, Peter Elliott Trudeau. Our Prime Minister is a big supporter of diversity and unity and peace amongst people from all different backgrounds and religions and cultures. Now I would like to request Mr. Jansher Syed to read a message from the Prime Minister himself.
Here is the written message for Adam Day from Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau. It is with great pleasure that I join you in celebrating Adam Day 2021. The message of Adam Day, diversity, peace, love, and harmony are all values that Canadians share from coast to coast to coast. Unity in diversity, a central theme of Adam Day, is especially important to all Canadians, as diversity is not only Canada's strength, but also a vital component of our national fabric. While diversity is a pillar of our nation's national character, we also recognize that much work remains to be done as we continue to work towards a more inclusive and equitable society for everyone. Over the years, Adam Day, founded in 2003 by Mr. Khwaja Samsuddin Azimi Sahib, has been celebrated in Canada, the UK, and the USA. This year, we face significant challenges, including the COVID-19 pandemic, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Azimi Sahib for continuing with his efforts in spreading love, peace, and brotherhood both here in Canada and around the world. Happy Adam Day to all. So thank you to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau for your thoughtful message on Adam Day and for recognizing diversity as a pillar of Canada's national character.
Unity and diversity are the core value that Adam's Day stands for, and the unity of all people from different cultures, backgrounds, and religions. With that, I would like to invite Mr. Eric Lareste, who is a journalist and producer for news and current affairs on the Canadian Broadcasting Corp, CBC, for the past 35 years, and is also national coordinator for the Brahma Kumaris Centers in Canada. Eric will be talking about the significance of unity and diversity on behalf of Brahma Kumaris, and now I will be passing it over to Mr. Eric Lareste.
Greetings of peace and harmony to each and every one. My name is Eric Lareste, and on behalf of the Brahma Kumaris organization in Canada, I'm very happy to share some thoughts on this auspicious celebration of Adam's Day by the Azimia Spiritual and Healing Center in Mississauga. I have to admit that before being asked to share some thoughts, I wasn't very familiar with the Azimia Sufi order. So I looked in the internet and watched quite a few videos and got very involved actually in appreciating the efforts and all the work that has been done for almost 20 years soon in celebrating Adam's Day. It's a beautiful way to promote a message of peace and unity, certainly. I see also many common ideas and values in the mission of the Azimia Sufi Order and the Brahma Kumaris World Organization. I even see common roots since the Brahma Kumaris International Organization was based in Karachi when it was started in 1936. I see that also there are so many different faith and spiritual movements in the world who really want from the bottom of their heart to promote that unity. And despite such great diversity in the world, we sometimes wonder if it's possible to bring people together when there is so much, such a great gap between our belief system, sometimes our value system, certainly our convictions and beliefs. I've been working in the media as a journalist and producer for more than 30 years now. And unfortunately, very often I can only witness how difference of opinion create chaos, division, wars. So how to create this unity and harmony despite the diversity? When I was reflecting on this, I was thinking that maybe starting the other way around could also be helpful. And instead of searching unity in diversity, maybe appreciating diversity in unity. For this, I mean that the celebration of Adam's Day is very inspiring for me, and from what I understand, it's a way to look at the source, at the origin of where we all come from. And if we understand the seed, the power of the seed, then we appreciate the beauty of the tree. We say that if you hold a seed in your hand, you're holding the whole tree. And if my eyes are focusing on the branches and the fruits and the diversity of the tree, I may forget that all the branches come from the same seed. So in the way that we sometimes say, all the path leads, to Rome. In French, we have that saying. I think that sometimes we say that all the branches also take us to the common seed, this Adam. And I wonder sometimes if maybe by having this focus, this attention on what is unity, what is that united vision that I can create by looking at the seed. I hear this sound, Adam, very similar to Atam, And in our spiritual practice, we tend to look at the self as the soul, Atam. Atam is also a very common first name in India, meaning the soul, Atma. So looking at the Atam, which in physics becomes the atom, it's really beautiful because it helps me to see everyone as a soul. We visualize the soul as a spiritual spark of light in the center of the forehead. And if I look at everyone as a soul, I can connect as a soul to my brother soul. And the meaning of being brothers in the world sometimes doesn't make much sense when we see the conflicts and the wars and the differences and what oppose, one another. But if I look at the soul and I see everyone as a soul, it really reveals the meaning to me of what a brotherhood is all about. That we're brothers in spirit, we're brothers in our hearts, we're brothers as souls. So looking at the atom also bring me maybe closer to Adam, the source, the origin. And celebration is for me a meaning of becoming. So we're not just celebrating and enjoying festivities, but celebrating is also a way to become. And if we celebrate in a true sense of Adam or atom, then we create that vision of the soul for one another. We create this united vision of the self in harmony with everyone else as a soul. And then I find we can appreciate diversity more and more. So from the bottom of my heart, I really just want to extend, on behalf of the Brahma Kumaris organization here in Canada, my best wishes to each and every one. We've been through an incredible year. I know it's been challenging for many of us. I hope everyone can find peace, harmony, and love in the vision of the soul. So the greeting that we use to express our love and peace to everyone is Om Shanti, I the soul, I'm peace. Greetings to everyone.
Thank you, Eric Lee Rest, for sharing your message on striving for unity. You're definitely right. Sometimes striving for unity seems hard when we look at the world outside. But it's important to remember our root, our seed, the atom from which we are descendants, and therefore all fraternity.
Now I would like to introduce a member of the Parliament, Mr. Peter Fonseca. He is a Liberal member of the House of Commons of Canada, representing the riding of Mississauga East, Cooksville since 2015. Prior to entering federal politics, Peter was a former member of the Legislative Assembly of Ontario. In addition to his political capabilities, Peter has great athletic history. He has represented Canada at the 1996 Olympics Games in Atlanta, Georgia, and was also a top finisher for the Canadians, placing 21st. Without further ado, please help me welcome MP Peter Fonseca.
Hello everyone, my name is Peter Fonseca, Canadian Member of Parliament. In 2019, the Adams Day event was hosted in my riding of Mississauga East Cooksville, of which I'm very proud and honored to represent. I also want to express my sincere appreciation to all the volunteers involved in organizing this year's Adams Day. This year, in light of COVID-19 pandemic, your message of love, hope, and peace is needed more than ever to get through this extraordinary time together. Over the past year, we've watched people around the world come together in solidarity in the fight against racism and discrimination. This being a challenging year for all, I want to thank you for your commitment to making positive change for individuals, community, and globally. The Adams Day message that we are all in this together and that we all are linked from our beginnings transcends even our greatest challenges. So thank you so much for your wonderful message.
Thank you, Peter Fonseca, for sharing your acknowledgement of Adam Day's message of love, peace, and unity in our community. And another thank you for the recognition of all the volunteers who helped bring this event to all of you today.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Ms. Iona Popa, who is a member of the Free Meditation Group. The Free Meditation Group practices and teaches meditation at various parts of Ontario. It is an honor to have them with us tonight. Her and her team have consistently participated in all of our events, and we appreciate and thank them for being with us once again tonight. Please welcome Miss Iona Popa.
I'm going home. You can't keep me here. I'm saying goodbye for the last time. Yeah, I'll find a way. My spirit's guiding me all alone. I'll fight to be free.
Salam. I salute everyone. My name is Ioana Popa, and I speak on behalf of Sahaja Yoga Meditation, which is known as well as free meditation. And right now, I think that we are all ready to get to feel each other and trust that we can feel each other and know each other without being together in person. And these are the times that are pushing towards such collective awareness, such collective realization that we are one and we are together wherever we are, even when we feel isolated or when we are in large groups. We can be either feeling alone, separated, or feeling the togetherness. So exactly last year when we all know the pandemic started, Sahaja Yoga Meditation celebrated 50 years of existence around the world, and our group, Halton Niagara Sahaja Yoga Meditation, celebrated 15 years of existence. So that was really cool. And as you can see, we offer also programs where art, music, all kind of forms of arts are celebrated because they're all sharing, can be absolutely vehicles for spirituality. And as you can see, we created that one heart and blossoming tree that unites humanity. So that's what we offered. And this is exactly what I feel the Adam's Day represents as well, that we go to the tree of life and the one tree that from the past started spreading through the power of love all this diverse evolution. So we are really all one family. And in Sahaja Yoga, as you know, we offer free classes everywhere. And that's how we were taught. And some of you are familiar already with the subtle system. And as you can see, every energy center, subtle energy center that is within us, absolutely connects to different qualities that we have within us. Everything that we offer, everything that we may say we give or transmit comes from Srimataji Nirmala Devi, who dedicated her life to humanity. She's our spiritual teacher, she's our guru, our mentor as well, our mother. Let's have a very simple experience with Srimataji herself. Let's feel her, listen to her, because we absolutely can do that. And why it's so important? Because Sahaja Yoga truly means a spontaneous union with God. Spontaneous means living process. And Srimataji, as you can see in this quote, she says you cannot put in any effort for it, but it just works like the way a seed sprouts. And every transformation, global transformation, starts from within. So we invite you to keep your hands open.
So one has to mature in a very subtle way, and that is that you have to be first connected with this all-pervading power of divine love. We have heard about it. In the Bible it is there. It is there in Quran. Of course, in all the Sanskrit literature. By different names they describe it. But there is an all-pervading power of divine love. That's what we have to get connected to. That is the yoga. That is the union. And you all have right to get it. Not only because you are human beings, but because you are seekers and seekers of truth. They all have a right to ask for it. And that is why I come again and again to your country, to see those seekers which are lost. So many are already lost, but those who are still there, let them have the beauty of their being, the glory of their being, and let them know what they are.
Sahaja yogis were first invited in 2013 by our brothers and sisters of the Azimi Sufi group to participate in Adam's Day. And we had such a joyous experience being collective, truly feeling united with people from all faiths, sharing this message of unity through art, poetry, dance, recitals, and presentations. Here are just a few cherished pictures that we've had from over the years of attending this celebration. What is very special about Adam's Day is that we have the opportunity to express and represent the message of unity in diversity. In these photos, you can see everyone from different faiths, different backgrounds, places around the world, all come together for Adam's Day to celebrate this message of unity. We are all one, children of God, no matter who you are and where you come from. This year and last year were quite different, but we still want to find a way to experience togetherness. So let's say a small prayer together. Let's put our hand on our hearts. Take a deep breath in, then let it out. Let's feel that we are filling ourselves with love and complete trust in the protection that comes from within when our spirit is connected with the all-pervading power and the source of all creation. Let's ask, O Divine Power, please give me peace. Give me complete satisfaction within my heart. Give me love for the whole world. Please make me vast. Make me wise. Fill me with your wisdom, your pure knowledge. Let the whole universe be blessed. Let there be love in the whole world. Please let this lamp that is my heart become a candle that transmits light and love. Let us all feel united and remove all division between the people of this earth.
So please purify us, make our hearts clean, our minds clean, everything clean, and ultimately keep our connection forever and ever lasting, so that we feel this beautiful power of God's love flowing through us.
Thank you, Iwana Popa, for your message on realizing our connection of closeness with one another on behalf of Sahaja Yoga Meditation. And a special congratulations on celebrating 50 and 15 years since founding of your respective branches.
Baldev Mutta is the Chief Executive Officer of the Punjabi Community Health Services in the Peel region. He founded the Punjabi Community Health Services in July of 1990 and was instrumental in making it charitable and a culturally appropriate organization. The organization now provides services in the areas of addiction, mental health, geriatrics, settlement, and a variety of other social programs and services to the South Asian community. The organization has several branches across Canada and India. Please help me welcome Mr. Baldev Mata.
Sat Sri Akal. My name is Baldev Mutta and I'm the CEO of Punjabi Community Health Services. Thanks to Azimi Sufi Order for inviting me to share my views on peace, love and harmony. The first part around peace, I think the peace can be built when we end systemic and racial discrimination in Canada. When we can end poverty, we are taking first steps towards building a peaceful Canada. And we need to create equality and equity for women. These are the three main ingredients for creating peace in Canada. As humanity, I believe that we do not believe that love can properly solve our differences. And perhaps that is the reason why we gravitate towards hatred and violence. I think there are four components of love that we need to understand as human beings. Do we show respect for others? Do we care for others? Are we showing some sense of responsibility for others, including Mother Earth? And are we able to share what we have with others? And I think if we are peaceful and are loving people, we may be becoming harmonious to others as well. I wish everyone health, wealth, and happiness. My best wishes to all of you. May peace be with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Baldev Mutta, on behalf of Punjabi Community Health Services, for sharing your insights into the three ways we can establish peace in Canada and four components of love: caring, responsibility, respect, and sharing with others.
Salma Zahid, MP, is an English-born Pakistani-Canadian politician who was elected as a Member of Parliament in the House of Commons in Canada to represent the federal riding of Scarborough Centre during the 2015 Canadian federal elections. Zahid was born in Coventry, England. She holds a master's degree in Educational Management and Administration from the University of London's Institute of Education and an MBA from Quaid-e-Azam University in Pakistan. Please help me welcome Ms. Salma Zahid.
Assalamu alaikum. It is an honor for me to extend my greetings of goodwill on Arab Day to members of Azimi Spiritual and Heritage Center, which is a Canadian chapter of the Azimia Sufi Order, Pakistan. The Healing Center is known for its mission to serve people by providing them awareness of spiritual and scientific knowledge through literature, meditation, workshops, counseling, and community events. Your message of diversity and openness resonates with many individuals and families living here in Canada who value our country's multiculturalism and diversity. The Azimia welcome people of all backgrounds, skin, color, languages, and faith to ponder the spiritual teachings of Islam. Adam Day reminds us of the common bonds we all share in the belief that each human traces their bloodline to Adam and Eve, irrespective of whether they are Hindu, Muslim, Jewish, Christian, of any other faith or no faith, or we make it possible to be united with one another. The key message for this is the possibility of living in harmony despite of our differences. Adam Day provides a platform for people from different faiths to come together and recognize the common values and beliefs they all share. The key message that is common among most faiths is the belief in the one God and to live in harmony with everyone. This message of unity cannot be more appropriate than now, as tens of thousands of people remain struggling under the grasp of this pandemic. Mindful of our common bonds, we are called upon to be compassionate, responsible for one another. Happy Adam Day to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Salma Zahid, for your message of support for Silsila Azimia and your overall message of peace and unity in our community.
Next message is from Rabbi David Seed, who is from the Toronto Board of Rabbis. The Toronto Board of Rabbis is a beneficiary agency of the UJA Federation of Toronto, and its members sit on some very important committees helping shape politics of that organization.
Shalom, salam, hello. My name is Rabbi David Seed, and I'm the immediate past president of the Toronto Board of Rabbis, the largest organization in the GTA of rabbis who serve in a variety of capacities in congregations, as educators, and in the community. And I appreciate the opportunity and the honor to participate in this year's Adam Day once again. We have been doing so for many, many years. And again, it's quite an honor to participate once more in this very important undertaking sponsored by the Azimia Spiritual and Healing Center of Canada. My message for this year's Adam's Day is the following from our Jewish tradition. It asks the question, an obvious one, about why is it that Adam, the first being created by the Holy One, was created alone? Why wasn't there a family that was created at a singular moment? Why only this one being, again, named Adam? Why only one? And our tradition teaches us that Adam was created by himself alone to declare the greatness of the Supreme Almighty Holy One, blessed be He. That in general, a person stamps several coins with one seal, and they're all similar to each other. But the Holy One, the Almighty, created Adam singular with one person, but everybody looks different one from the other, even though we were all created in Adam's image. And that's to teach us the greatness of God, that even though we are different one from the other, we look different, we talk differently, we have different languages, nevertheless, we are all created from the same one person and have only this unity in mind, that regardless of who we are, where we are all coming from the same origin. My prayer for us for this year's Adam Day is for the well-being of all humanity during this challenging time. And we hope and pray that everybody will be well, that we will be able to, with the support of each and every other person, be able to be together in goodness and in well-being and health for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi David Seed, for sharing your message of peace and unity on Adam Day on behalf of the Toronto Board of Rabbis. Thank you for highlighting that although humans look different and are all unique, we are created from the same person, Adam, and therefore we are united on the basis of this.
MP Ikra Khalid is an avid believer in building strong communities and giving back to society. Throughout her life, Ikra has been an advocate for equality and fairness. Her top priority in Parliament is to protect the health and safety of all Canadians. Ikra graduated from York University with a degree in criminology and professional writing. She later attended law school in Michigan and began working as a legal professional for the city. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Ikra Khalid.
Hello everyone, this is Ikra Khalid, your Member of Parliament for Mississauga Erin Mills, wishing you all the very best during Adam's Day celebrations. Today and every day, we have the opportunity to promote peace and unity in our society. Our diversity is our strength, and in times of hardship, we've seen people of all faiths, of all cultures come together and support one another. It's an important reminder that we all share the same values of compassion and of understanding each other. As we reflect on the challenges that we've overcome and those that we are still overcoming, let us continue to work towards building a more inclusive future for each and every one of us. I'd like to thank the Azimia Spiritual and Healing Center for all of your efforts to bring people and communities together, to really support each other in the best of ways and to build those bridges between us Canadians. Once again, wishing each and every one of you a very happy Adam Day celebration 2021.
Thank you, Ikra Khalid, for your message of support for Adam Day and for noting that our diversity is our strength and we should continue to build bridges of peace and unity within our community.
Next, we would like to present the youth of our Azimia Sufi order. They have prepared a beautiful message in light of Adam's Day. Please help me welcome them.
Every year on August 10th, we celebrate Adam's Day.
Adam's Day is an interfaith program to connect people from different faiths.
Adam's Day also symbolizes the fact that we're all children of Adam and Eve.
Even if culture and faith divides us, we are all children of the same parents, and we all belong to one Creator, and one day shall return to Him.
We are all brothers and sisters and friends if we emphasize.
Adam's Day event started in Manchester, United Kingdom, and slowly spread to other countries such as Canada and the United States.
People from different age groups, genders, and diverse communities join this event.
We request you all to do the following.
Love and care for others and everyone around you unconditionally, and inspire others to do so as well.
As a community, let's promote mutual harmony and coordinations between communities.
This is what all the prophets and spiritual friends of God strive to teach us.
It is our aim to refresh the message of humanity with Adam's Day.
We hope that we can all practice what we learned today.
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put us all on the path of spirituality. And once again,
Happy Adam's Day!
Thank you to all the youth that worked brilliantly together to put together a beautiful message for Adam Day for all of us to hear.
Dr. Alexander Chirrella received his PhD in Writing and Criticism in 2009 from the State University at Albany. His research began with comparative symbolism and is now focused on the mysteries of transcendence, comparative spirituality, and humankind's ongoing quest to understand divinity. His journey has taken him from the United States to Nigeria, where he began learning about Islam and Sufism, and then Thailand, where he continued to publish scholarship, attend conferences, and broaden his knowledge and experience. He is now the Director of Teacher Education at Turtle Mountain Community College in North Dakota, where his position allows him to serve indigenous peoples of that land. He continues to travel, seek wisdom, and honor the path that God has shown him. Please help me welcome Dr. Alexander.
I would like to thank you for this opportunity to present a brief message on the occasion of Adam Day. I thought it pertinent to deliver a few philosophical thoughts on the significance of Adam, a figure of great importance and one worthy of consistent meditation. The mysteries of Adam and his role in the beginning are many, and parting the veils that reveal his nearness to the beloved can easily take a lifetime. Our first encounter with Adam is through an oral tradition that was eventually and over time codified into the account we find in the book of Genesis. From there, we know that Adam was the first man, the first human being, created by God's hand on the sixth cosmic day. It is worth mentioning that from a scientific standpoint, there's more than enough room for an understanding between evolutionary biology and the biblical account. Both agree that humankind appeared late on the cosmic calendar, after the elements, after the great diversity of flora and fauna that had proliferated throughout creation. From a spiritual standpoint, Adam is the template, created beyond time and death. He is immortal in the garden. That bears deeper consideration to arrive at the truth of it. As mortals, we are finite. Our bodies grow old and deteriorate. We are stalked by death, an ever-present reminder that Adam passed from an undying state to one where every breath counted towards an inevitability that we all must confront sooner or later. Our organs, our cells, our flesh and blood are finite, but they enclose something immortal, something that survives when our time is done, something for which we must give an accounting before our Creator when at last the veils of time and death are drawn away. Arguably, Adam's fall into a mortal state, into time and death, occurred because of a disobedience that could not have happened any other way. Of course, disobeying God is a negative thing, and Adam's punishment may rightly be read as a consequence to be regretted, a regret that propels us to find our way back to the garden by honoring our covenant with the Creator and earning our return to an immortal state. From that perspective, the entirety of human history can be read as a long and arduous road back to an origin point, where the presence of God is undiluted by the psychological interface necessary to navigate the phenomenal world. As it is written in the Quran, on earth will be a dwelling place for you and an enjoyment. For a short time, therein you shall live, and therein you shall die, and from it you shall be brought out. Adam and Eve's shame was made manifest to them. The robes of their innocence shorn away, and we can rightly ask, of what were they ashamed? The scriptures tell us that they were ashamed of their nakedness. And from our perspective and habits of decorum, this may seem plain enough. But the deeper wisdom hidden here is that they were ashamed of their flesh, of the clay from which they were created, of the matter that gave them a form that appeared to limit them. What was made manifest then was the disparity between flesh and spirit, matter and life. And it is this first duality that created the divide that would thereafter distinguish those who crave matter from those who crave spirit. The very same duality that defines our mortal world and sets the stage for the path that resolves that duality. On the other hand, history's unfolding is filled with its own mysteries and spiritual achievements. And the biblical fall can be interpreted as the Father's wish that we learn for ourselves. For indeed, how can we truly appreciate what we may have lost without the harsh basis for comparison provided by the changeful illusion of worldly life? What better way to honor God than by striving to love amidst suffering, than by striving to become truly aware amidst ignorance? The Holy Quran supports this interpretation rather succinctly, wherein Allah says clearly, "I know that which you do not know," a glorious mystery that encompasses humankind's subsequent travails on earth with an omniscient purpose that is being realized with each moment that we push ourselves to come closer and closer to the ever-present knowledge of the infinite. That is Adam's legacy, the momentum of time itself, a pattern woven through the tapestry of creation that will see his children find their way to a different relationship with their heavenly Creator, perhaps even akin to a child grown, at last recognizing their place in a family without beginning or end. Of course, Adam's fall is only one part of his story. Equally incredible is the naming. And he taught Adam the names, all of them. Oh, Adam, tell me their names. When he had told them, God said to the angels, did I not tell you that I know the secrets of heaven and earth? And I know what you reveal and what you conceal? That God would have revealed to Adam what he did not reveal even to the angels speaks to our ability to plumb the depths of mystery, to receive divine insight in ways that beings made of fire cannot. Of course, we understand that a name is more than simply a label used to facilitate communication. It implies power over a thing. And we must remember that the names given to Adam and withheld from the angels were not in any of the tongues of the world as we know them. What language then was given to the first man in the garden? Ibn al-Arabi writes, Adam was in possession of divine names which the angels did not have, so that their praise and glorification of him was not the same as Adam's praise and glorification of him. Some may ask why God would have created an organism so that it may praise and glorify him. Why would he have sought or needed such a thing if all things are already within him and encompassed by him? The answer to this question opens another mystery. Glorification and praise reveal that which is being glorified and praised, so that the circle is completed. We can reveal God through worship, and we are revealed to him through the same. And it is through this mutual knowing that love is made manifest. So it is that humility reveals love, and that this thing made of clay and endowed with life can attain to a knowledge of the hands that made it is both wondrous and sublime. We also know that Adam's story created another paradigm that would define humankind's story from that point forward. And behold, we said to the angels, bow down to Adam, and they bowed down. Not so Iblis. He refused and was haughty. He was of those who reject faith, those who are disobedient. Iblis's transgression was more than disobedience. He did not trust that God knew what he did not. And though these creatures of clay would indeed bring strife and violence to the purity of creation, the balance that God beheld could not come from stagnation, but from the delicate and contentious push and pull between repentance and faith, sorrow and joy, that would thereafter characterize the descendants of the man who fell to the earth we know. Adam is the seal of divine wisdom, and as such he was given to know of the seen and unseen, the world of matter and the world of spirit. He walked in both worlds, and as a polished mirror to the unfathomable countenance of God, he was also the first to receive the breath of life. And through this, we are given to understand that this life was unlike any other. A vitality that supported an intellect capable of discerning reality in ways that allowed Adam to reflect the emanations of God, the way a prism is able to reflect and refract light. God experienced both himself and his creation through Adam. The unity made myriad. And through this hidden perfection, we are veiled from ourselves and from him, yet possessing the ability to realize our perfection through distinction as well as through totality. That totality is love. While distinction creates the duality of mercy and justice, and yet even as every duality strives for unity and cannot do so without a binding substance, so too does the duality of matter and spirit strive for the unity belonging that comes with completion. And this is the paradox of the seal of divine knowledge. Life and death are fundamentally inseparable. The distance between them both an illusion and a reality, measured in the space of a single breath, a single moment, both erased in time and described by time. Adam's story is ultimately our story. We fall so that we might learn. We fail so that we might return. Jibreel gave the pieces of Adam's puzzle to Muhammad, peace be upon him, so that we might remember. And yet this is more than memory as we know it. This is deep memory. This is reaching back across time, following the trace of a lineage anchored to the moments that began our story. It is our duty to recover that memory, to recall that language and those names, and in so doing to remember that we once stood embodied in the template of our race, face to face with our Creator. Thank you for allowing me to present this brief message to you. I hope that it may provide some insight. I hope that my words and thoughts may please God and those gathered in His name. Enjoy Adam Day.
Thank you, Dr. Alex, for sharing your philosophical analysis of the fall of Adam, the shame of the flesh, the knowledge of names, our ability to glorify and connect with God, and the legacy and lessons we should learn from Adam's story.
Peace be upon to everyone who is listening to this video. Welcome to Adam's Day, August 10, 2021. We're celebrating Adam's Day for a reason. Adam, as you know, is the first human being on this earth, and from him and his wife Eve came the humanity, and thus making him our grandfather. If we look at it from that angle, it shows that we all are related as brothers and sisters.
Happy Adam's Day! Every year on August 10th, we celebrate Adam's Day, unity in diversity around the world under the guidance of Azimi Silsila. Adam, peace be upon him, is the first human being on this earth, and by celebrating the day, we acknowledge our uniqueness for identification purposes as well as our oneness in the family of Adam. Adam Day provides a platform for people from different faiths to come together and recognize the common values and beliefs that we all share. Thank you for joining us.
Happy Adam's Day. Let us all remember that we all his children, so we have brothers and sisters regardless of the difference in religion, color, gender or origin, whether this is right for individual or people.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome. Welcome. Today we gather here to celebrate the life of our father, our common father, Adam. We all come from different parts of the world, different aspects of society, belong to various religious groups, and behold unique personalities. Nevertheless, we gather today to celebrate this special day in recognition of the common humanity descended from Adam. Adam is generally accepted as the first human being and the father of the human race.
The Adam Day theme is unity in diversity. It is perfect time to reflect on this theme. Just look us around. The forces of prejudice, racism, and hate are threatening to tear us apart. It seems every day we hear a story of injustice because of the skin color, religion, or ethnicity. And that is causing unrest, lack of empathy, and destruction to peace and prosperity of this planet. We must be concerned what we are leaving behind for our future generations. The good news is this: the platform of Azimia Foundation promotes unity for all. Today's event, Adam Day, embodies this goal. Now, more than ever, we must come together and unite ourselves.
We celebrate this day, keeping the feelings
and thoughts in our mind that what is the purpose of Adam's Day and why do we celebrate it? The concept behind today is to put into practice practically Hazrat Adam alayhi salam's stance on equality, justice, love, and understanding of all creatures.
Welcome you all to the celebration of this beautiful and important event, Adam Day 2021. Dear all, Adam Day promotes love, tolerance, peace, and harmony among the people of different faiths, race, and backgrounds, and its theme is unity in diversity. Our planet is crying for help to maintain its peace. So Adam Day event leads us and provides us platform which make us all realize that we are all one family, we are all children of Adam and Eve, and we share the common bond of ancestry. We are brothers and sisters, and we should understand each other and learn to coexist on this planet.
We are gathered here today on August 10th to celebrate one simple idea: unity in diversity. At a time in history where humans everywhere are undergoing hardship and turmoil on each working day, it is extremely important for people like us to come together and celebrate our differences. The Azimia Foundation is definitely one such platform, and through the efforts of countless Azimis, we have only just started a change that, God willing, will continue to revolutionize the very process of humanity itself.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and honored guests, to our 7th anniversary of Adam's Day. Each and every year, we come together to fight for unity and diversity amongst all people. Why do we fight for unity? Unity is the pillar of all religions and the basis of any civilized society.
Well, why is that important? Adam Day is about remembering something very important, that we are all related. The world tries lots of tricks to figure out how to draw divisions between people. That's why I want all y'all to know that we bring greetings to you. My soldiers represent what Adam Day is all about. We come from many different backgrounds, and we go out to help people in distress across every social and economic level. We go out to help our brothers and sisters wherever they are, whoever they are.
My dear brothers and sisters, what a great initiative to have Adam's Day, to honor the unity of the human family. If there's anything the world needs today, it is the affirmation of our common humanity and the blessing of the Creator, who has given us the capacity to live with hearts that are like the planet, borderless, with hearts that reflect the reality of the gift of life, thus hearts of gratitude, with hearts that make us human, thus hearts with love. You know, God is all forgiving and kind, but if we don't have hearts that are forgiving and kind, we won't have the organ to perceive God's grace. And thank you for organizing this. I thank the Tariqat in Pakistan that has taken this initiative. May God continue to guide you in ways of peace and goodness. Amen.
Our beloved teacher, Khwaja Shamsuddin Azimi, who we call Babaji, is one of the most eminent scholars of Sufi thought alive today. He is the head of 91 Muraqabah halls, meditation centers throughout the world. These are places open to all human beings who seek communion with the one God known by many names. Over the course of a career that spans nearly 4 decades, Babaji has written over 48 books and more than 60 pamphlets on the subject of spirituality and parapsychology. 25 of these books have been translated from his native language, Urdu, into other languages including English, Russian, Arabic, and Thai. Babaji has been a guest on numerous television programs in Pakistan and the Middle East, Europe, and the United States. Now we will hear a speech on Adam's Day from Khwaja Shamsuddin Nazimi.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم میرے بھائی بہنیں اور بزرگ جتنے بھی یہاں تشریف رکھتے ہیں یا جہاں بھی جو سن رہا ہے اس کو سلام. اللہ تعالیٰ قادر مطلق ہے، پوری دنیا کا مالک ہے، دنیا بناتا ہے اور دنیا ختم بھی کرتا ہے. اللہ تعالیٰ ایسی ہستی ہے جس ہستی میں ایسی قدرت ہے کہ وہ جو چاہے وہ ہو جاتا ہے اور جو نہ چاہے وہ نہیں ہوتا. یہ دنیا جس میں ہم رہتے ہیں پہلے بھی آباد تھی. آدم علیہ السلام اور ہماری ماں حوا تشریف لائے تو اس وقت بھی موجود تھی. اللہ نے آدم علیہ السلام کو بنایا. آدم علیہ السلام کو جنت میں رکھا اور وہاں نافرمانی کی وجہ سے آدم جنت میں نہیں رہے، زمین پر آ گئے. اس لیے کہ جو غلطی بھول آدم سے ہوئی ہے اس کی معافی تلافی ہو اور آدم اپنا مقام، اپنا گھر یعنی جنت اسے واپس مل جائے. آج کی مجلس میں اس کہانی کو دہرانا چاہتا ہوں جس سے ہم سب واقف ہیں. آدم علیہ السلام کو اللہ تعالیٰ نے بنایا اور جنت میں مقام عطا فرمایا. جنت کے رقبے کے بارے میں کوئی تصوراتی فگر بھی ہم بیان نہیں کر سکتے. کتنی بڑی ہے، کتنا اس کے اندر حسن ہے، اس کے اندر جو آسمانی کتابوں میں بتایا گیا ہے وہ کتنی رونق اور پرکشش جگہ ہے. تو وہاں آدم کو رکھا. اور اللہ تعالیٰ نے فرمایا کہ یہاں جتنے بھی درخت ہیں یا جنت میں جو بھی کچھ ہے سب آپ کا ہے، لیکن یہاں ایک درخت ہے، شجر ہے، ٹری ہے، اس کے قریب نہیں جانا. मुख्तसर ये है कि आदम अलैहिस्सलाम से भूल चूक हुई और उसकी वजह से आदम को जन्नत से बाहर निकलना पड़ा। जन्नत से बाहर जमीन है, जमीन जन्नत में भी है। जन्नत से बाहर जमीन है, उस जमीन पर अगर आप गौर करें, वो जमीन मुस्तकिल तब्दील होती रहती है। यानी जमीन की जो बेस है वो इल्यूजन है। हर चीज मौजूद है, हर चीज छुप रही है, फिर वही चीज मौजूद है और फिर वो गायब हो रही है। ये सिलसिला अज़ल से जारी है। छुपना और जाहिर होना, जाहिर होने के बाद फिर छुपना यानी गायब होना, ऐसा अमल है जिसको हम फरेब नजर, धोखा या इल्यूजन कहते हैं। आप गौर करें, इस दुनिया में हम आदमी का जिक्र कर रहे हैं। जब हम दुनिया में आते हैं तो जो हमारी बेस है वो दो तगय्युर हैं, और जब दो तगय्युर आपस में मिलते हैं तो तीसरा यूनिट बन जाता है। और ये तीसरा यूनिट फिर तगय्युर है। एक दिन का बच्चा 10 दिन का जब होता है, या 10 दिन का बच्चा जब 10 साल का होता है, उसको हम तगय्युर के अलावा कुछ भी नहीं कह सकते। दुनिया के बारे में बड़े बड़े दानिश्वर, काबिल कदर साइंटिस्ट, साइंसदान, बड़े बूढ़े और हर उस शख्स ने जिसके अंदर सोचने, समझने, तलाश करने, तहकीक करने और तजस्सुस है, वो ये जरूर सोचता है कि भाई मैं इस दुनिया में आया, इस इल्यूजन के माहौल में आया। जिस रोज बच्चा माँ के पेट में आता है, हर रोज का तगय्युर उसको दुनिया में जाहिर कर देता है। फिर दुनिया में रहते हुए जब बच्चा चल नहीं सकता, फिर नहीं सकता, बोल नहीं सकता, जोर से अगर आवाज दी जाए वो डर जाता है और करवट नहीं बदल सकता। ये सब चीजें कौन सिखाता है? माँ सिखाती है। तो ये करवट बदलना, न बदलना, खड़े होना, बैठना, चलना फिरना और न चलना फिरना, भूख लगना, कुछ खा लेना, थोड़ी देर में फिर भूख लगना, सांस लेना, सांस का ना आना, आदमी का मर जाना, आदमी का पैदा होना, ये सब क्या है? ये सब तगय्युर है, तब्दीली है, चीज का गायब और जाहिर होना है। एक माँ का बच्चा उस वक्त तक एक माँ का नहीं होता जब तक के 30 दिन 30 रातें वो गायब ना हो जाए। अगर 30 दिन 30 रातें गायब ना हो तो 31वां दिन जो है वो देखना नसीब नहीं होता। यही सूरत हाल सोने की है, जागने की है, खाने पीने की है, पैदाइश की है, जवानी की है, मरने की है। तगय्युर जब पैदा हुआ, जब हम पैदा होते हैं तो ये जो भी आलम है, आलम अरबा, वहां से एक चीज अपना मुजाहरा करने के लिए दुनिया में जाहिर होती है। लेकिन हर दिन वो बच्चा जो आज जाहिर हुआ है कल वो गायब हो जाता है। अगर ये गैबो शऊर का सिलसिला ना हो तो गौरतलब बात यह है कि बच्चा लड़कपन में दाखिल होगा, बच्चा जवान होगा, जवानी से बुढ़ापे में कदम रखेगा, बूढ़ा होने के बाद आधा कमजोर हो जाते हैं और आधा कमजोर होने के बाद आदमी पता नहीं फिर किस आदम में वापस चला जाता है। अब हम उसे नहीं देखते। गौर कीजिए कि आपने एक बच्चे को 5 साल की उम्र में देखा और फिर उसको 25 साल की उम्र में देखा। क्या आप उसे पहचान सकते हैं या पहचान लेते हैं? तो इसका मतलब वो ये हुआ कि आपके 25 साल गायब हो गए, आपसे छुप गए। और जब 26 साल के आप हुए, वो छुपा हुआ रुख फिर जाहिर हो गया। ये एक निजाम है जिस पर हम गौर नहीं करते। हमारी पूरी जिंदगी गैब और शऊद पर कायम है। हम जाहिर होते और ये समझते हैं कि हम जिंदा हैं, अक्लमंद हैं, सो जाते हैं तो उसको भी हम यही समझते हैं कि हम अपने नींद के लिए, आराम के लिए, थोड़ी देर के लिए और यहाँ से गायब हो गए। बहुत नुक्ते की बात है, जब हम सो जाते हैं तो फिर हमें एक और दुनिया का इंकशाफ होता है, एक और दुनिया हमारे सामने आती है जिसमें हमारा नहीं देखता, जिसमें हमारा हरकत नहीं करता। वो फिर एक जिस्म जाहिर होता है और एक जिस्म जाहिर होकर वहाँ सब कुछ देखता है ग़ैब में, लेकिन जाहिर में वो कुछ नहीं देखता। आज की साइंस ने बड़ी तरक्की की और बिलाशुबा यह आदमी की बड़ी काबिलियत है कि उसने जद्दोजहद की, कोशिश की, अल्लाह की तख्लीक में तफक्कुर किया, नई नई चीज़ें ईजाद हुई। उसमें नुकसान भी है लेकिन फायदा भी है। ये जो खेल आपके सामने है, आपने लोहे से कोई मशीन बनाई, कुछ अरसे के बाद मशीन को जंग लगा और लोहा जंग में तब्दील होकर मिट्टी में शामिल हो गया और मिट्टी बन गया। फिर वही मिट्टी फिर लोहा बन गई और आपने उससे इजादात का सिलसिला शुरू कर दिया। लेकिन जब लोहे की उम्र की मिक़दारें ख़त्म हुई तो अब लोहा लोहा नहीं रहा, मिट्टी बन गया। और मिट्टी की मिक़दार जब तब्दील हुई तो मिट्टी लोहा बन गई। ये ऐसा निज़ाम है, जब हम इस निज़ाम पर गौर करते हैं, कायनात में जो कुछ हो रहा है जाहिर हो रहा है, छुप रहा है, जाहिर हो रहा है, छुप रहा है, और बिल आखिर ऐसे छुप जाता है जो मरने से पहले छुपने का आलम था। तो ये दुनिया इल्यूजन है और सब जानते हैं इसको, सब तस्लीम भी करते हैं। सवाल ये है आज की मजलिस में कि ये छुपा हुआ आदमी किसी जोन में रहता है। ये छुपा हुआ आदमी जब जाहिर होता है तो जोन तब्दील होता है। तो ये जोन बार गैब होना, ये जाहिर होना, ये सब जो निज़ाम है, छुपने का, जाहिर होने का, जाहिर का, बातिन का, आंखों से उजल होने का, आंखों के सामने आने का, ये सारा निज़ाम अल्लाह ताला ने ये तख्लीक़ी निज़ाम जो बनाया है, उसका मंशा क्या ये नहीं है? ये नहीं हो सकता कि अल्लाह ताला चाहते हैं ये छुपन छुपाई जो है इसको समझो। जब दुनिया में हाजिर नहीं थे तो कहाँ थे? अगर आप ये कह दें कि आलम अरबाब में थे, आलम अरबाब किसने देखा भाई? और जो नसीब वालों ने देखा उनकी तो तादाद का ही पता नहीं। अब जब जाहिर हुए तो जहां से आए थे वहां छुप गए, फिर बड़े हुए लड़कपन छुप गया, जवान हुए तो जवानी छुप गई, बुढ़ापा आया, बुढ़ापा छुप गया, और बिल आखिर वही आदमी जो गैब से जाहिर हुआ था वो गैब में वापस चला गया। सवाल ये है आप सब से, ये क्या हम पूरी कायनात कोई ऐसा प्रोग्राम नहीं है کہ ایک ہستی ہے جو خود بھی چھپی ہوئی ہے. وہ اپنا تعارف کرانے کے لیے اپنے آپ کو خالق و مالک کی حیثیت سے متعارف کرانے کے لیے ہمیں چھپائے رکھتی ہے، پھر ظاہر کرتی ہے، پھر چھپاتی ہے، پھر ظاہر کرتی ہے، پھر چھپاتی ہے. یخرج الحی من المیت ویخرج المیت من الحی، کہ چیز غائب ہوتی ہے، غائب سے ظاہر ہوتی ہے، ظاہر سے غائب ہوتی ہے. یہ ظاہر اور غائب کی اتنی سیڑھیاں چڑھتی اور اترتی ہے کہ بالآخر جو غیب کی منزل ہے جہاں سے مسافر چلا تھا وہاں جا کے اس طرح غائب ہو جاتا ہے، پھر نظر نہیں آتا. ہم اس بات پر غور کیوں نہیں کرتے کہ ہمارے جو اصل باپ یعنی دادا نانا بزرگ آدم ہے، ہماری ماں حوا ہے. آدم و حوا کے ملاپ سے ہم لوگ پیدا ہوئے. ہم لوگ ظاہر ہوئے. لیکن یہ بھی سوچنے کی بات ہے کہ آدم و حوا بھی ظاہر ہو چکے ہیں، آدم و حوا بھی غیب ہیں، غیب ہو چکے ہیں، غیب کی دنیا میں موجود ہیں. ہماری پوزیشن بھائی ہے کہ آج ہم حاضر ہیں. بتاؤ کون ایسا آدمی ہے جو اس دنیا سے واپس نہیں جاتا؟ ہر شے، ہر مخلوق غیب سے ظاہر ہوتی ہے اور غیب میں چھپ جاتی ہے. انا للہ و انا الیہ راجعون. آدمی اللہ کی طرف سے آتا ہے اور اللہ کی طرف لوٹ رہا ہے. ایک معاشرہ ہے، وہ کھیل رہا ہے، کھا رہا ہے، پی رہا ہے، سو رہا ہے، برادریاں بن رہی ہیں، زمینیں لہلہا سے کھیت بن رہے ہیں، درخت پھلوں سے جھک رہے ہیں، اور دوسرا زون ہے کہ وہاں پھل لگتا ہے اور جب وہ پھل درخت پہ نہیں ہوتا کیا وہ مر نہیں جاتا؟ اگر مر نہیں جاتا تو غائب تو ہو جاتا ہے نا. یا کون سی ایسی شے ہے، کسی ایک کا نام لیں، مجھے خوشی ہوگی اگر مجھے پتا چلے کہ یہاں کوئی شے اللہ کے علاوہ ایسی بھی ہے جو ظاہر ہونے، چھپنے اور اول آخر ظاہر باطن کے قانون سے باہر نظر آ سکتی ہے. میرے عزیز بھائیوں، میری ماں، میری بہنوں، میری بیٹیوں، اس بات پر غور کرنا ہے کہ جتنے بھی پیغمبر میسنجر اللہ تعالیٰ کے اس دنیا میں آئے، آخری پیغمبر محمد صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم تشریف لائے، سب نے ہمیں آدم کی اولاد کو یہ بتایا اگر اعمال میں کھوٹ ہوگا، اگر اعمال میں اللہ کے خلاف، اللہ کے قانون کے خلاف عمل ہوگا तो परेशानियां लायक होंगी, बारिशें तूफान बन जाएंगी, दरख्त में कांटे उग जाएंगे, सूरज निस्फ़ नहार पर आ जाएगा, सूरज चांद वो गहन लग जाएगा। और ये अल्लाह ताला के निज़ाम ये मुस्तकिल कायम है और चल रहा है। अल्लाह ताला हम सबको आदम अलैहिस्सलाम की औलाद का हक पूरा करने की तौफीक दे। हमारे जद्दे अमजद आदम है और हमारी अम्मा हवा है। तब औलाद के लिए कि रास्ता कौन सा सीधा है, किस रास्ते पर चलेंगे तो अल्लाह ताला खुश होगा और किस रास्ते पर चलेंगे जो अल्लाह ताला की खुशी की बजाय नाराजगी का सबब होगा, वो अल्लाह ताला ने तमाम आसमानी किताबों में तफसील के साथ बयान किया है। अल्लाह ताला हम सबको खुश रखे। और ये जो एक मुसीबत आई हुई है लोगों के ऊपर, इस मुसीबत से और आइंदा भी बलाओं से, बीमारियों से हम सबको, आदम की औलाद को, अल्लाह की मखलूक को महफूज रखे और हमें तौफीक दे कि हम मजहबी कवायद व ज़वाबित, मजहबी उमूर और मजहबी कदरें वो कायम रखें और अगर वो टूट जाए तो अल्लाह से माफ़ी मांगे। अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू।
Thank you so much to our beloved spiritual sheikh, Mr. Khwaja Shamsuddin Azimi Sahib, for delivering a beautiful speech on the importance of understanding the system of the unseen and seen realms, and for inviting us to ponder on the questions, where does everything that disappears go, and to build our relationship with God. In the speech, Mr. Azimi Sahib notes that the actual destination of Adam, and by extension all humans, is Jannat, or heaven, or paradise. But because of Adam's mistake, which is our mistake as well, we had to leave that world. Instead, we entered into a world of illusion or constant change. Everything in this world is constantly disappearing and appearing. For example, one moment of time needs to disappear for the next moment of time to appear. Everything follows this rule, including youth, old age, food, water, nature, everything. If there wasn't change with any one age, wise people always ponder on the purpose of us humans for being in this world. Our entire life is based on this principle of ghaib, or unseen, and shaub, the seen. When we dream, we enter another world where our physical body is unmoving, but there is another body that travels and experiences the unseen world. The question then becomes, where is everything disappearing to, and what is the unseen? Clearly, the creator of the seen and unseen worlds wants us to understand it. If we think a little deeper, is this system not the one where creator is hidden and introduces themselves to the world through the relationship of creator and creation? It is this creator that brings us and everything into the seen world and back into the unseen world where we came from. Think about Adam and Eve, all the messengers, and the final prophet, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. All of them told the children of Adam the same unified message. We should follow the will of God, and going against this will bear consequences. May Allah give us the opportunity to follow the will of being the children of Adam, and to find the path that Allah wants from us and the path He wishes for us to avoid, all of which are detailed in the sacred holy texts of all religions.